So, finished with the Scorpio readings. I am really sorry it's taking forever for them to upload. My all of the technology in my life right now is so out of whack with this Uranus and Taurus energy, which is hitting my natal moon because I'm a moon in Aquarius, and now Mercury's about to go in retrograde, and just nothing is working properly for me right now. So I had a lot of these ready for that Taurus full moon, and I'm really sorry that they're just now getting out. Um, Hopefully it's still going to be, the majority of it is still to come, so it's going to be helpful. Halloween always brings out some interesting things, but overall, Scorpio season is definitely going to be quite the challenge. We already know that. We know how they can be, and we know what it means. It's extremes, it's highs and lows, and we're already seeing a lot of big change with people around you or your own life. So lots of big decisions happening. So really take this opportunity and do what you've been wanting to do for so long, okay? Just go. Go in a direction, just go. Just don't sit still. If you do, make sure that you're really strengthening yourself. If you do stay, you know what I mean, in the same, there's some change necessary for this because we were getting a lot of Sagittarian energy. So I guess we have a lot to expect come Sag season. It's kind of like fast forwarding. Sages cannot wait. They're so impatient. So they're like, it's ready. It's our time. I can feel it. That fire. So this one was honestly the one I feel like I saw the most. Two of Pentacles. So this can be tied to relationships. A lot of that Venus in retrograde. Is love taking you where you need to? Or is it more of a financial burden? Do you feel abundant in love, or you know what I mean? Or do you feel like you're drifting out to sea? So that one can impact a lot of things, but usually it's tied to a relationship and the material possessions in it, or the money matters in it. So we're seeing a lot of that, a lot of financial ups and downs for couples. Um, this one. So everybody has a decision to make, and it's hella scary. We know that for sure. It seems like there may be even up to 7 options for some of us, and we're just so in the dark about what we need to do for ourselves because we're just so scared that we're going to pick the wrong one and it's going to be worse than how things are now. And I have to say that I don't believe that. I think change is very a fear-based thing, and it's something that we have to overcome. So it's like walking through one of these tents at like the carnival or whatever the haunted house thing is. It's fear-based. It's like, can you do it alone? Yes, it's okay to walk in a group with other people and change with them, come out better on the other side, but just think how much more empowering it is to do it alone, or to not chicken out, to face like that one house that you're so scared of. I actually had an analogy for, I think I posted it on Twitter about Scorpio season, and I was like, usually I can compare most of the signs to like a roller coaster at a theme park. There's ups and downs, highs and lows, and yes, we get that with Scorpio, but I was like, Scorpio is a little scarier than a roller coaster. I'm like, what's scarier than a roller coaster? What about like the death drop, like that thing that goes up and then just like all the way down, or it bounces you, it like throws you into the sky and then you come back down. Like that's more Scorpio. It's just like um, braving, finding the courage to do that thing that really scares you and feel so much more alive once it's over. You know what I mean? Because you get off of it and you're like, wow, I did that. Or you're just like, you've shit yourself or something, but you did it. You know what I mean? Like you did it. You didn't just walk on by and just say, oh, another year, maybe next year I'll try it. And your friends are all like, oh, you chicken shit. So it's that Scorpio season, guys. Are we ready to ride the death drop? Because odds are you're going to come out way more empowered and like in a way much better mindset, like knowing that you did something terrifying, and that'll set you up for doing even more things come the beauty of discovery of Sag season, because Sag season is going to bring in a lot of new things into your life. And right now, it's a big testament to see what you're made of before those things come in. So I just wanted to share that. So we're seeing a lot of this. This is a lot of the universe is urging us all to build our future, to put in some work, to make some change, to plan, but this is all about us doing it. It's not just going to take care of itself. Yes, we did see some ace cards present, but they're not, there wasn't like one ultimately, and um, you can't really rely on everything to just work out. You know what I mean? Like it's up to us to find out what we're made of. And again, we got this card a lot. This is putting in the hard work. It's really, really making some big changes that people are going to notice. So this isn't just little stuff, you guys. This is like moving a totally different career, starting a family, leaving the relationship that hasn't been working for a long time. It's like big stuff, you guys. That's what we're dealing with right now. And a lot of us want to do this. A lot of us just want to run away, not deal with anything. Um, hey, if you feel like you have no other option but then to just run away, I mean, do it, but only if it's necessary, because I always preach that everyone needs closure. So if you didn't tie up a situation properly, you didn't get the right emotional fulfillment from it, it's going to follow you. Something about it's going to haunt you. So it's better to just face this stuff. And we all know we can do this. We all know that these things come into our lives because we all have it within us to handle it. It's just finding that voice that's like not working against you. You've got like the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other, and it's like, which one are you listening to more of nowadays? It's just like Gemini's every day. It's like which one? Constantly the conversations are changing. So um, I haven't done this before, but I wanted to point out a court card, so one of each. So I was like, okay, so the queen that we were definitely seeing the most of, this was pretty obvious, Queen of Pentacles. And in Scorpio season, we get very, very conscious of how much we possess, materially, financially. That's why Scorpios can have a lot, a lot, a lot with Sag in that house, but they usually start out with less than nothing, like the extremes. So you see that highs and downs. And so with her, we really see how much we can attain for ourselves and how comforting it is and how stabilizing it is. So that's what we're after. Lots of job stuff in Scorpio season. So, but like I said, it's every kind of change you can think of. And are we at a comfortable place with how much we're making, or do we think we could do more? Because odds are, if you even thought that, there's probably an answer, that you could be doing more. So, King of Swords. So the men are going to be pretty domineering, pretty aggressive. They're going to be very calculating, very like kind of like warlike, like this is a battle for all of us. And um, women see it more as, well, what's going to provide the most security and stability? What are those changes in my life? And the men are like, well, what's going to let me get to the top, like where I can really feel like I've conquered my battles, and I've grown wiser from it. You know what I mean? So there's different schools of thought, but yeah, they're both definitely reaching for more. I mean, you can't get higher than a court card, right? Not in the elements, at least, the suits. So, yes, we were seeing a lot of Sag, so we're getting ready for this. So, we may see a lot of excessive drinking, lots of binge eating, things kind of like overdoing things that give us pleasure because we're just in a time of chaos. So, it is understandable, but be careful. Just be careful. Definitely do it in numbers. There's safety in numbers. So if you're going out and you're going to kind of be reckless, at least have somebody there with you so you're not just opening yourselves up to all kinds of, debauchery or whatever things happen to you. So Seven of Swords, though, you guys feel like there are opportunities slipping away. And I don't necessarily think these are this, as I'm saying it to the masses, I don't think this is referring to other people taking from you. I think this is like you're letting this slip out of your hands. You know what I mean? If you're not seizing your opportunities right now, I think that's more so what that is. I mean, if you are in a situation where someone literally did take something of yours, okay, well, then that's a little more clear. But I think this is more so, this is all about us and challenging ourselves. That's what I'm seeing here. It's a lot. Um, because we're being demanded to let go of who we've been up to this point. So this is a beautiful card. Yes, it's really, really macabre. You know, it's like so dark. There's blood, and you're just like, again, like, did somebody stab me in the back? And I'm like, I think this is ourselves again. You know, we have the most power in our lives, and we can do the most damage to our lives. So, but most of us like really, really need a big rebirth. You know, we're seeing a lot of like Saturn energy coming back for like 7 years. So it's like if you haven't really made any big changes in that amount of time, odds are it's you're overdue. You know what I mean? So it's a good time to really, really start anew. Um, just do something, even if it's a small thing. Challenge yourself. Step outside of your comfort zone. So because if you do, this is possible. All your hopes and dreams, all your wishes, what you've wanted this whole time, like everything you've wanted to look like, it is possible in Scorpio season. I mean, just think of like how Scorpios start out and where they can end up. I mean, that's kind of why I came up with the Drake idea, and I'm hoping you guys are liking this and I'm attaching the lyrics and stuff because the lyrics to the specific songs that I've attached to the specific signs like resonated with me based on the readings, and so you can kind of look into the lyrics for more perspective in that. And you know, Drake is really just at the top of everything right now. Number one on Spotify. He's got like some of the biggest hits on his songs. That album was amazing. Scorpio season. He's a Scorpio. I was like, that's perfect. So I'm gonna run with it. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the future for Sag season. Maybe I'll find a famous Sag, but it won't be quite as easy because not all of them have like albums named Sagittarius out there. But I'll come up with something. But this is what he did. You know, he started from the bottom, and now he's here. So it's like, you know what I mean? We can do this too, you guys. We can do this too. That's the message. It's like you can do it. You can do it. It's possible. And then we do see a lot of love still kicking in. Venus in retrograde. It should be coming out very soon, closer to the mid to end November. Sorry, my dates were a little iffy there. I got some clarification though. And then it won't be entering Libra until the new year. So, but Scorpio's highs and lows, you know, lots of ending relationships, lots of starting, but it try to learn something through them. They're all lessons, you know, with the Saturn energy coming back around, there's like things that we need to know about ourselves that are happening in the instances in our lives. And um, we really need to take like another perspective to get more clarity sometimes. So do that in whatever way you can, but have some fun, but just make sure that this person is pushing you and challenging you because that's what this is all about. So if this is someone that's just holding you back or just doesn't have a lot of plans to really go places, you know, really see if it's worth it because we have an opportunity here and we really want to seize it. And so if that means that this person isn't going to join us on that voyage, you know, that's what this card is here. Then there's your answer. You know what I mean? Don't hold yourself back for somebody else. Always put ourselves first. I know it sounds selfish, but it's really not. You can't be there for other people unless you're there for yourself first, right? Okay, and if we do, victory is ours. So, yes, these challenges are scary and daunting, and it looks so different and it's so uncomfortable, and yeah, it definitely is, but the rewards are here. They're speaking to us loud and clear. There are a lot of good things that we can achieve, you guys, and I just want you to know that. So, yes, change is hard, especially when we're in an oppressive political atmosphere where we just are so afraid to do anything now. People are paranoid that everyone has their information, the government, this big brother thing, and just no one wants to look at the news, no one wants to do anything, and it's paralyzing. And I think that's why we're seeing more and more of this in Scorpio season, because it is time. We can't let this just keep happening. We have to pick ourselves up, okay? We have to pick ourselves up here. So we can all do this. I'm in the same boat with you guys. Reach out to me if you want more support, or if you want to do a personal reading. We can certainly do that. I can do it through Skype or FaceTime, or even just good old calling, good old fashioned calling. So reach out to me if you'd like a personal reading. I'll give you the rates and we can set up a time. And I really, really hope to see some great things come Sag season, okay? So you guys take care and do it, do it, do it, do it.